Botero's paintings. And then we're going to review our vocab and maybe do Quizlet Live. Okay? So that's our goal for today. And then the activities that I haven't posted yet, I'm going to post them after we're out of Zoom. Okay? So for the first one, you're going to be writing. Hold on, let me get my little. Okay, says, escriban 5 preguntas sobre esta obra de arte hecha por Fernando Botero en 1972. And then remember, they're preguntas. So out of these 5, you're going to do 3. Even though it says 5, only do 3. Okay, so it's regarding naturaleza muerta con sopa de verde. Okay. That's sopa de verde. And then obviously he has a kitty cat. And so our keywords are pintura, which is painting. Naturaleza muerta, which is, this is an example, naturaleza muerta, which is still life. El fondo, going to describe what you see in the back. Inspirar, what do you think inspired him to paint this picture? And then obra de arte, work of art. Okay? So use those to create questions. So notice how I put, ¿Quién hizo esta obra? Who did this work of art? Okay? So that would be a question. Hold on. Just a reminder before I forget, remember your Google Class slides are due today, the obra de arte. If you feel you need more time, let me know, okay? And then again, you're going to be doing the imperfect tense, activity, and the Botero descriptions.
Wait, Miss, for the slides, we just have to turn them in on Google Classroom, right? Not on Schoology.
No, it's not on Schoology. It's just through Google Classroom. That's where I'm going to look. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go to our preterite versus imperfect tense. Again, we've been using preterite and imperfect tense. You should know your endings, okay? Because I'm going to be testing you individually on your endings. So again, remember, you can find the endings on the website. You can find them in your textbook. You can find them in the previous lesson Cornell notes. So again, remember, preterite tense usually has acentos on the yo form and usted form. And it's a one-time action. And it's usually used with words such as yesterday, last week, and so on. Imperfecto, repeated action in the past, something that is a description. And then right here it gives us a little bit more details and examples. So let's go ahead and go over this. It says, este fin de semana tomé una clase de cerámica. Cuando era niño tomaba clases de escultura. Okay. So this week, I took a ceramics class. And then they're reminiscing when they're little. Cuando era niño, tomaba clases de escultura. When I was little, I used to take sculpture classes, okay, or sculpting classes. So again, notice how tomé is in the preterite tense, because this week, actually, fin de semana is weekend, this weekend. Okay, something that they did this weekend, and then they're reminiscing of when they were little, what they used to do. Again, a memory, repeated action, okay? Use the preterite to tell about past actions that happened and are complete. Okay, one-time action is complete. El sábado, la clase empezó a las 10 de la mañana. Saturday, class started at 10 a.m. So again, something that is started, there's no, how would I say? It's a one-time action. So again, it's going to say empezó, and it gives a day as well. Use the imperfect tense to tell about habitual action in the past. Remember, habitual is like repeated. Cuando era niño, las clases empezaban a las 5 de la tarde. When I was a kid, classes used to begin at 5 p.m. Again, something that happened often when he was little and in the past. Okay, use the preterite to give a sequence of actions in the past. So this is a new one, a sequence, like 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. So cuando llegamos, la profesora sacó su pintura y sus pinceles y empezó a pintar. So notice how there's a sequence of this. When we arrived, the professor took out her paint and her paintbrushes and she started to paint. So notice how it's 1, 2, and 3. 3 things that happen repeatedly in a sequence in the past. Okay, so let me move this over a little bit. Sorry. So it's used in imperfect to give background details, such as, give me a second, there's a question. I will look at that later, Ryder, but make sure you fill out that Schoology form. Okay, so it's used in imperfect tense to give background details such as time, location, weather, mood, age, physical, and mental descriptions. Again, if you're describing time, era las 2 de la tarde, it was 2 p.m. Estábamos en el parque, we were at the park. Era un día de otoño, it was winter. Todos estábamos muy contentos, we were all happy. Again, it's a mental description. You could literally picture it in your brain. Okay? And this was full. Use the preterite and imperfect together when an action, which is the preterite, interrupts another that is taking place. Estamos en el taller cuando entró el profesor. So we were in the workshop when the professor entered.